गट माइक्रोबायोम जो है ये संदीप रेड्डी वांगा मूवी में जो मेन कैरेक्टर होता है ना थोड़ा टॉक्सिक थोड़ा गुड और बैड सो यू बिलीव दिस क्लीन ब्यूटी मार्केटिंग इज ट्रू
Like, I want to believe, but I hope they're standing for what they're saying.
Have you ever had a skincare fail that made things worse?
Yes, toothpaste, baking soda.
Have you tried all that? Really?
Yes, in my hostel.
So, have you ever invested in a beauty tool that turned out to be a waste of money?
I don't waste my money on such things. Seriously.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Also, like, no, because we are in this profession, we get a lot of PR packages and these tools come to
and
us.
I have that and I still don't use it.
What's your take on hair product?
I think they shouldn't use it at first place.
Yours Holistically. In today's episode, I have with me Dr. Bhagyashree, a well-known social media personality with a huge and loyal following across Instagram and YouTube. She is better known for giving expert advice on managing acne in a holistic manner with the help of lifestyle modifications. In today's episode, we deep dived into how one can manage their acne beyond products, that is your lifestyle modifications, and if you're someone having curly hair. So keep watching to get some valuable insights on managing your acne beyond products, to get gorgeous curls just like hers, and social media in today's time and age. Dr. Bagyashree, I know ये आपका सीन नहीं है, आपने बोला है कि interviews and podcast is not your scene, so I would like to start off by thanking you for doing this for me and for being a part of Yours Holistically.
It's my pleasure to be here.
How sweet. So I'm really looking forward to have an insightful and fun chat about all things skin, hair and social media with you.
Okay.
So shuru kare?
Yeah, let's start.
So the first segment is called as the 360 degree of you. So in this segment, we want to get to know our guest, that is you in this episode, in a holistic manner, right? So हम सबको there are many sides of us. So there are some sides of you that we know are your content creating side and you as a doctor. So give us more insights about the other sides of you that make you truly and wholly you.
Okay, so there are two sides to me. One is, you all know that I'm a very shy, conserved, soft-spoken and calm person. But there's another side that my family and friends have only encountered. That is that I'm a very loud and crazy person, to say that.
This is, we can't believe this, but yeah, tell me more about it.
Like no one believes that. Only my family and like very close friends have seen that side of mine. So if I'm sitting on a bed doing nothing, just scrolling on my phone, watching Netflix or something, I'll just out of the blue go out of like my room and be in the balcony and scream out loud my area's name, whatever is that. I'll just say ke kya kar rahe ho sab, kahan ho, like khana khaya kya, मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे खाना नहीं दिया. And
really?
All that, yeah. Literally, I do that.
And you get response like somebody on the street will respond to you?
No, nobody. They know that this is Bhagyashree who who creates content. And she's not like this. But nobody has, like उन्होंने कभी इस चीज़ पे बोला नहीं. They are like, okay, we know her since like she was a child. So it's fine. इसको ignore करो. And my mom gets very embarrassed of me because I do that और वो ऊपर ही रहते हैं. तो she just runs and come to the balcony and she's like, मुझे embarrass मत कर, तू अंदर चली जा please. ऐसे सब कुछ करना बंद कर दे because you hold some like image, don't spoil it. And I'm like, मुझे कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. That is something like if I keep that personality within me and if I show only that side of mine, then where should I show that? कि मैं naughty हूँ, मैं मस्ती करती हूँ. And obviously अब घर पे हूँ तो वो तो दिखाना पड़ेगा ना.
I think वो थोड़ा हमको भी आजकल देखने को मिल रहा है कि we saw a little bit of that chirpy side of yours in some of your recent reels. So is there anything that is like, have you gotten very comfortable on social media of late? Have you gained more confidence? Either because of following or loyal following that you have, do you think that side of you is seen a little bit on social media of late, which is very nice and refreshing to watch? So what do you think has made that change in you?
Actually, I feel that the more authentic, the more real you are, the people will try to relate with you. So, बहुत टाइम तक आप ऐसे नहीं रह सकते, दिखावा नहीं दिखा सकते कि ठीक है मैं ऐसी हूँ, मैं ऐसी हूँ. Okay, that side is of mine as well.
It's true as well. It's
Yeah.
very authentic to you.
Yeah.
But there's also this.
Yeah. So I love to share the real side of mine, which obviously my public likes. वो जो मुझे अभी अभी मुझे समझ में आ गया है कि they like what I am in real life and they like to see what real she is.
Absolutely.
So I feel like क्यों नहीं दिखाना है, खूब बहुत ज़्यादा भी मुझे डीप नहीं जाना है, बताना नहीं है कि मैं बहुत ही पागल हूँ करके, बट
हैंडल नहीं कर
या
पाएंगे
हैंडल नहीं कर पाओगे. आई एम अ क्रेजी पर्सन, बट आई जस्ट वांट टू शो, लाइक आई वांट टू मेक देम एंटरटेन्ड एज वेल, and yeah, that's it.
And just be yourself.
Yeah, just be myself.
Okay, so if your friends have to describe you in 3 words, friends or your close people, what would those 3 words be?
It would be moody, crazy, and very emotional.
Very emotional.
Emotional, yeah.
Do you want to touch on that side of you? Like, what do you think, or what makes you think you're emotional, or any
Like
anecdotes?
I'm a very kind person. Like I don't like to shout. When I'm on that crazy side, I shout on everybody. I don't care like वो कौन है, बस मेरे पास के जो लोग मुझे जज नहीं करेंगे उन पे मैं चिल्ला देती हूँ. Not everybody. Like if I'm meeting a person for the first time, I'll make sure that that person, उनका दिन खराब नहीं हो. मैं जो बात करूँ उनके साथ दिल, like I'll make sure that they feel comfortable with me, and if that doesn't reciprocate with that side, like if they treat me
Not so kind.
not so kind, then I'll feel bad.
And you still be kind, or
No, I'll be kind.
You'll still be kind.
Yeah, I'll be still kind. मैं बाद में बोलूँगी कि ऐसे बोला मुझे बुरा लगा थोड़ा, पर फिर भी अगर नेक्स्ट टाइम वो मुझे मिले तो I'll be still kind. Like ठीक है चलेगा.
until they meet you on your crazy day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can also vouch for this, ki how kind, gentle and warm you are. Every time I meet you, you only radiate positive energy, kindness, and person instantly feels comfortable with you.
Oh, that's
So I can
sweet.
really vouch for what you said.
Oh, thank you.
So one last question in this segment is, now you've seen the world a little bit. So
Yeah.
what your advice to young Bhagyashree would be?
Okay, so I would say be calm, be patient whenever there's a difficult situation to handle, because if you react with a frustration or anger, that might turn into, like that might ruin everything, and that might make the situation more worse. So you have to be calm and patient while handling everything.
So can I ask you, if at all you are upset, frustrated or angry, is there anything that you do to instantly calm yourself down? Because everybody says, अरे यार गुस्सा मत करो, ये मत करो, वो मत करो, but nobody really tells you how you can channelize your anger or frustration, and it really takes a toll on you, not just at that point but also later. You also feel, you just don't feel good about yourself कि आपने चिल्लाया, आपने you got angry on the person or of the situation. So are there any tips and tricks or methods that you follow to instantly calm yourself down and not make that situation worse?
So if there's something that is unfortunate that has happened to me and I have made a mistake unintentionally, so I'll make sure that I take accountability for that.
Okay.
And I'll make sure कि ये चीज़ पहले सॉर्ट आउट हो जाए, एंड आई डोंट एग्जैजरेट दैट मैटर. ठीक है, मैं उसको काम से यानी बोलूँगी कि ठीक है ये मेरी गलती थी, मेरी अकाउंटेबिलिटी मैं लूँगी, एंड आई सॉर्ट दैट मैटर, और उसके बाद में सोचूँगी कि अब क्या करना है. आई ट्राई टू सॉल्व दैट, और फिर बाद में जिम चले जाती हूँ, सब भूल जाती हूँ.
Does workout really help
Yeah,
you
yeah,
channelize
yeah.
your mental
मैं
health?
भूल जाती हूँ क्या हो गया.
Acha, that's a
Like,
very good blessing. In
भूल
fact, in
जाती,
most
yeah.
situations, it's a blessing, no? To
Yeah,
just
yeah.
forget and move on.
Like,
Do you
I
forget?
don't forget,
हाँ.
but वो थोड़ा easy हो जाता है, काम हो जाता है कि ठीक है मैंने वो सॉर्ट कर लिया ना, अभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, अगर हुई भी तो विल somehow sort it out.
देख लेंगे.
Yeah, देख लेंगे.
Okay. So let's talk about social media. So you are someone, I feel, you know a thing or two about social media. You're acing the social media game. So how much of it is calculated? Like, do you really know the algorithm? कि ये मैंने किया तो ये reel चलेगा, ये reel नहीं चलेगा. Do you really know the algorithm? And what do you think has helped you build such a massive following? I would say in a short period of time. You agree when I say short period of time? In a short period of time, you've built a massive following and a loyal following. ऐसा नहीं है कि just people come to your DMs or your comments and say recommend that product. ऐसा नहीं. They are genuinely interacting with you, and you've built a loyal following. So tell me, Dr. Bhagyashree, or now Hello Shri, what has helped you ace your social media game?
Okay, so as I said, I am as authentic and as real as I can, and I think people relate to whatever I do, and I make sure that my brand content is not too much and my organic content is nice, and like it should be relatable for people, because I make mostly acne prone skin related content, and people who follow me has acne prone skin.
Correct.
So I make mostly around this, so they feel that okay, this girl is something we can rely on, because वो हर चीज़ करती है. वो उसने डेयरी छोड़ दिया, उसने ग्लूटेन छोड़ दिया, और वो हमें बताती भी है कि मैंने ये छोड़ा तो मुझे फील हो रहा है कि मेरी स्किन अच्छी हो रही है. आज मेरी स्किन ख़राब हो गई, मैंने आज पानी पूरी खा ली, मैंने आज सेव पूरी खा ली, दही पूरी खा ली, सब बताती हूँ. So I be as real as I can. I won't say I aced it, but I know how it works.
So I need a private session with you after this. Okay, please block a time after this also. So one other thing is, we are in a health space. As doctors in health space, we tend to receive much less hate from the audience as compared to many other genres, right? So, but even then, did you experience hate from the social media? And if yes, how do you deal with it?
Okay, so comparatively, I get very less.
Lot more love.
Like lot more love.
Love, exactly.
And very less hate, because मैं ऐसी चीज़ें करती नहीं हूँ जिससे हेट मिल सकता है. मैं बहुत कैलकुलेटिव उस चीज़ में हूँ कि आई डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू एनी कंट्रोवर्सीज और एनीथिंग. जितना सेफ मैं खेल सकती हूँ मैं उतना खेलती हूँ.
Politically correct.
या टू बी ऑनेस्ट, मैं सेफ खेलती हूँ बिकॉज आई नीड माई पीस.
एब्सोल्युटली.
मेरी लाइफ सोशल मीडिया से बहुत ज़्यादा अलग है. आई लव टू बी इन माई चार दीवारी. मैं अपने लोगों के साथ रहना पसंद करती हूँ, बट दैट्स माई ब्रेड एंड बटर. सो आई स्टे एज लाइक रियल एज आई कैन, और जितना मैं कर सकती हूँ उतना करती हूँ, बट दैट्स नॉट माई होल लाइफ.
Understood. How much ever you understand social media and algorithm, social media is unpredictable, right? End of the day, and I don't think it's a long-term game plan. I mean, if as long as it goes, it's great. But otherwise, what are your long-term plans? Like, do you invest outside of this business?
Okay, so right now I don't think so, like how long I can take it.
Correct.
Maybe 10 years or something I can, because I have to get married, I have to have children, and I will have lot of responsibilities to handle. Right. So I don't know how will I handle all that.
Very unpredictable.
So
yes.
So I don't know कि मैं ये कैसे manage कर पाऊँगी. So in terms of investment, अभी last 2 years में I had that कि ठीक है, अभी मैंने बहुत सेविंग्स करके रखी है. आई एम अ पर्सन हु सेव्स अ लॉट. ठीक है, तो मुझे ऐसे लगा अभी सेविंग करना बंद करना पड़ेगा और इन्वेस्टमेंट शुरू करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये कोई इंटरेस्ट दे नहीं रहा है मुझे. तो ऑब्वियसली आई हैव टू पुट माई मनी इनटू समथिंग. सो माई पार्टनर इज़ अ स्टॉक मार्केट ट्रेडर. So he helps me with stock market, he helps me with mutual funds, and apart from that I invest in gold, I invest in real estate.
Gold.
Like I have taken one land right now, 2 lands.
Goa?
No. In my place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good. So you're investing in lands, you're also investing in stock market. So good that you're diversifying your investments, which is very, very good. I think a lot of times many young people are starting to earn very early now. owing to the exposures and the social media platforms, and also very early onset jobs that are going on. So people are earning, but very few people are investing, right? Which I'm also a part of it. I don't invest. I only save, and my only investments are my clinics and machines. But outside of that, literally nothing. So it's good to diversify your income and keep have different eggs in different baskets.
Actually, everybody has a different end goal. Like everyone comes from a different background, no? So everyone's responsibility is different.
True.
Like I come from a middle class family. I've seen people saving a lot for future, but not giving anything in a present. Like
correct.
कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट घर पे नहीं लगाया, घर पे अगर कोई चीज़ें चाहिए है वो पूरी नहीं कर पा रहे, तो देयर इज नो
save for your children, save for the future.
Why are you even, you know, आप कमा क्यों रहे हो? Like you have to put that money into your kids, their education, your wife and everything.
And also खुद के लिए भी ना, आप इतना मेहनत कर रहे हो, आप इतना काम कर रहे हो, and you only save and save and save, and then एक उम्र आ जाती है कि you are able to enjoy the money, but you don't have the health.
You can't do anything with that money.
So it's good to invest, and it's also good to be in the present and enjoy your hard work in the present, travel or do experiences that gives you joy and health. So I think that perspective is also changing now, that a lot of young couples, everyone is trying to like enjoy their present and save also in terms of investment for the future. So I think that balance is being stuck now, and most of them, they're like chalo मैं पूरा अपने बच्चों के लिए. It's not that. Everybody is also looking at health, happiness in the present as well,
it's
which is a good.
Because of social media, like people are talking more, like बहुत ज़्यादा open हो गए हैं. Like
true.
they talk about like this is normal, this is not normal. So we know that कि ठीक है, अब ये चीज़ें normal है, खुद पे उड़ाना is fine.
So now let's deep dive into the main topics of our conversation, which is, the first one is acne. Right? You've been an advocate of something that I believe very strongly, that lifestyle modification is the key to ultimately treat your acne. Right? You are walking the talk. जो आप बोलते हो आप वो करके दिखा रहे हो कि avoid this, do that, है ना? तो let us first start off by talking about the do's and don'ts of it. Like we'll talk about acne in depth, but what are the 3 major things that you think are game changers when it comes to addressing acne?
Okay, so that I have recently discovered that zinc, omega-3 fatty acids, and green tea, it's good for acne. Like it reduces your inflammation and like calms your like redness and everything. So that's something that a acne prone person should consider having.
So that's when it comes to the diet. So can you tell me any other 2 lifestyle changes that one needs to adopt to when it comes to addressing acne?
First is exercise. It's going to be a game changer for acne prone people. Second is taking care of your gut health. That would be like 2 things that I would really recommend.
So to sum it up, you're talking about the gut health, you're talking about supplementation, and you're also talking about exercise. So this is very interesting that when I say what are your top 3 things for acne, you've not mentioned products.
No.
That's how important it is for the audience also to understand that acne, yes, in many people it could be genetic, hormonal, of course, but it is also a lot to do with the lifestyle changes.
So as you are a dermat, of course, so you see a lot of patients every day, right? So what kind of cases do you encounter every day? Like how do you treat them? So what kind of, do you give preference to lifestyle or products in general?
So it is a balance of both, right? When we want to, okay, so this is a long, lengthy answer here. Because you know that products have a certain level of penetration, they can only do so much. So if an acne has already popped out, yes, the products will help in treating the symptoms that are there and the PIH or whatever that comes with acne. But then for your acne not to be so severe, first of all, for them not to pop, is your lifestyle changes. right? So for a lot of people, acne is genetic, like we just discussed. So it's not entirely in their hands to stop an acne from popping out. And also I tell my patients that, see, acne is not a disease that can be cured. It is a condition that can be kept under control. है ना, जो आपके lifestyle के वजह से आपको change कर. So when we say lifestyle, what does it include? Diet, like you mentioned, exercise to regulate your hormones, and certain habits. So when we talk about habits, not changing your pillowcases frequently, है ना, not washing your scalp at regular intervals, not taking your makeup off. These are some superficial things that we talk. But the most important thing that you would mention is the gut health. Okay, which is highly, now it's very good that a lot of conversation is happening about gut health, microbiome, becoming fancy terms also. But it is very, very essential. And jo gut, also people think gut is not just stomach. So firstly, let me just start off by telling you that gut is not just stomach. And it starts from your mouth, from the time you put the food into your mouth to the time it's eliminated through your anus. So your mouth to the esophagus, then your stomach, your intestines, rectum, anus. And ये जब है, the supporting actors are your liver and pancreas. तो ये पूरा जो है, you know this, that it helps with digestion, in absorbing the nutrients, and then in eliminating the toxins. Right? And इस सब में main character कौन है? Gut microbiome, है ना? तो I was just recently when I was reading, I was feeling like this gut microbiome जो है, ये संदीप रेड्डी वांगा मूवी में जो main character होता है ना, थोड़ा toxic, थोड़ा good or bad. तो your gut microbiome can be that person. कि you feed the bacteria good, your good bacteria goes up, your gut health goes up, your vitality, your overall health, your skin hair, everything grows, है ना? But इसको जब you feed the wrong bacteria, then starts the havoc. Then your leaky gut, then all your problems related to your skin. So that is what, when you talk about food, it is all about feeding the good bacteria and not feeding the bad bacteria. So in this also, when we say there's bacteria which is good, like your lactobacillus, bifidobacteria हुआ, ये bacteria, what do you think are the foods that will help with this good bacteria?
Okay, so I feel
what are the common?
I don't eat dairy, so for me it's very minimal. The food groups get very smaller. So I have a gut powder which has all the Ayurvedic mishran and all, and next is like I eat a lot of vegetables, fibers.
See, so that's the fiber-rich food that is feeding the good bacteria.
And I think exercise also helps with maintaining a good gut health. So I'm left with very less choices.
But then you are eating that fiber that feeds the good bacteria. And then we have fermented foods. That also feeds the good bacteria. Now you're off dairy, but curd, well-fermented curd. Again, it's not like sour curd, but well-fermented curd, kimchi, kombuchas.
Like we don't eat that, no? In Indian, like kimchi, idli, we sambar. Don't eat regularly.
Hamare scenario to, especially for South Indians, we have idli, sambar, which are very well fermented foods. You eat that. So these are feeding the good bacteria. When good bacteria is growing and thriving, the overall health of the gut and thereby your skin is good. But when you feed the bad bacteria, like obviously for you, certain things don't suit your body, but by and large it is the sugars. Then you have your processed food. And high glycemic index food, all these foods are going to feed the negative bacteria. And then when this is fed, it disrupts the intestinal lining, and then all the toxins are coming off into the bloodstream. The toxins and inflammatory substances, including this bad bacteria, is coming off into the bloodstream. And that is what is stimulating not just acne, but any inflammatory condition. So whatever you're genetically predisposed to, मतलब if you have this condition, since you're predisposed to acne, आपका acne बढ़ जाता है. Somebody is prone to psoriasis, उनका psoriasis flare up हो जाता है. So some people, as simple as dandruff can be stimulated. So anything from your scalp to toe will talk about your gut health. Gut kuch nahi, skin kuch nahi. Now again, this is do you hear this in your from your followers also कि आप दूध क्यों मना कर रहे हो? My parents, my grandparents, everybody had milk, they are all fine. Now why are you people asking us not to have milk? Do you counter this kind of questions?
Yeah, I get it, but they are also aware of that there's an adultery happening. There's
absolutely. Can you talk more about that?
Like nowadays they are exploiting our cows, and there's a lot of hormonal imbalance occurring in their body.
Correct.
And it's for their kids, not for us.
Yeah.
And still people are having it because obviously it's very tasty. But
Also easy.
it's very easy.
Parents think that just giving one glass of
Yeah.
doodh, the child is getting the whole
Calcium.
nutrition, calcium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of other foods which are giving 10 more x calcium than the what actual milk is giving.
Correct. So this is what we also tell in the practice key, the quality of milk, that the cattle rearing ethics have changed from then to now. Unless you are getting your milk from a known source,
Yeah.
do not consume milk, because you are out of the age of milk consumption. You can
Yes.
get this nutrition from several other sources.
Yeah.
If not anything, supplement. But don't drink the milk that is filled with steroids,
Yeah.
growth hormones,
Yeah.
antibiotics, to
Yes.
keep this cattle away from infections and to give the kind of produce that it's not possible otherwise without these medications, right? So all these things is obviously coming into your system,
Yes.
into your gut. That
And
is
it's
why
disrupting our hormones. That's why we are getting acne. as well.
that is the reason why a lot of people now are having early diabetes,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of lifestyle disorders are coming up very early because we are putting in a lot of unwanted substances in the system, even without knowing or realizing.
Yeah.
But now that we have awareness and lots of conversation is going on around it, it is better to avoid anything that is taken from an unknown source that is packaged.
Yes. Yes.
So that is about the
Nowadays, paneer is also not real.
Yeah, you saw so many videos where
Yeah.
that's not even a paneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is how.
It's made of all like palm oil and everything.
Absolutely.
It's not at all dairy.
So I was watching this video by a nutritionist where she's beautifully put it that anything man-made is coming out of self-interest. It's coming to make money, or it is
Yeah.
coming from their self-interest. It's not for the larger good. So you see what is actually nutritious for your body and what's true to your body and stick to it.
Yeah.
So that is about the dairy. So dairy has two things in it. One is that it is obviously like all this pro-inflammatory when it is not from the good source, but it also has a sebogenic capacity. So there are
Okay.
some foods that have sebogenic capacity, which means they can trigger the oil glands or the sebaceous glands to produce more sebum.
More sebum.
है ना? Then your oil glands get swollen up, congested, and the bacteria that is meant for giving your acne loves that kind of anaerobic environment.
Yes.
So it grows, and that little acne is popping out.
Yeah.
So all the sebogenic foods, which is like dairy, and then you also have sugars. Anything that has high glycemic index is
Yeah.
also sebogenic. They also cause stimulation of androgens, the hormones, that
Yeah.
will again trigger
Acne.
acne and trigger inflammation in the body.
Yes.
So all these foods like dairy, then we have high glycemic index foods like sugars, and anything that is processed and fried.
Yeah.
These are the categories that are strictly no for everybody.
Yeah.
So what should we eat? So can you tell some foods that people with acne can eat and feed that good bacteria, reduce the inflammation?
Okay, so every person is different, I feel. For me, gluten, I have done tests. So
yeah,
it
we'll
shows,
get to that. Yeah.
so it shows that I am not, I'm intolerant to gluten as well. But it's in very low level, like how cow milk and milk products stands on the first line, like at the first place in that intolerance list.
For you, in your
For me.
report.
But I have taken only that point seriously. Rest everything in red I haven't taken, because अगर मैं सब छोड़ दूँ तो मैं खाऊँ
खाओ
क्या?
क्या? हाँ.
Like I have been eating roti since like childhood. Okay, मैं वो नहीं छोड़ सकती. I have
Fair enough.
tried and I have told my audience also कि मैंने gluten बंद कर दिया है 1 महीने के लिए. I tried. मैंने weight lose कर लिया. मुझे carbs नहीं मिल रहे थे. I eliminated rice as well. मुझे एक डॉक्टर ने बोला था कि ये करके देखो. Why you are getting acne, we'll get to know. And we did lot of trial and errors, and मुझे ऐसे लगा कि ठीक है, gluten ने कम कर दिए है acne, but this is not something that I can do permanently. So
Sustaining is very important.
Yeah. So what I did is I still eat roti. In every, like in lunch I eat 4 to 5 rotis. I can't live without that. But I make sure that I'm eating protein as well. Whatever is essential for my body weight, I eat that. And
if I can interrupt you and ask, what are the sources of protein for you?
For me, I can eat chicken. It's not a problem for me. I can eat eggs. I don't like any other like I don't like mutton and nothing. No seafood. I don't eat that. Only these two sources I have for protein. And chicken and eggs does the job for me.
Okay. So now look, so my perspective, I told you the foods that we generally don't recommend, and then there is this gray area wherein there are these foods that are questionable, like it might suit some people, might not suit a few people. So eggs is one such category of food ki we really don't know until you try it out yourself. So I tell my patients ki, so for a week or 10 days you please eat everything in the safest zone, right? All plant-based food that we always give them a chart of foods to consume consume well in moderation and absolutely steer away. So you can consume the safest category foods, and for that 1 week to 10 days you eat eggs. Do not eat any other controversial foods in that 1 week, and see how your body is reacting. And during this 1 week, do not do anything else that can trigger your acne. Like if you're traveling, don't do this experiment during that phase. So don't do anything that can put your body in
then it will be hard to figure out what's causing acne.
है ना? So that is what we tell. So eggs is one such category of food, and there are some nuts also that some people might not be able to digest well in comparison to others. So again,
do you really think people follow it? Like you tell like broccoli khana hai, ye khana hai, wo khana hai, all like plant-based things. Do you really think that they follow it?
There are some people who follow, there are some people who don't follow. वो दिख जाता है. They come for follow up and
they're
I
like,
see
products दे दो ना doc क्या.
हाँ, because everybody
बाद में
wants,
देख लेंगे.
everybody wants easy way out. But जो हमारा ये whatever we've signed up for being a doctor, when we speak about being a doctor, it's about healing the person as well and well-rounded as possible. तो हम our job we do. Ki we give them the diet chart, we counsel them, and then we also have a program in the clinic called DNA 360, wherein we have a board of nutritionists, yoga fitness experts, and then there's gynecologist, there is a general physician, there is one who's like expert in supplementation. So we have all of these people, so they can take the assistance of all these people to curate a personalized meal plan for them. Because when I give them the items, obviously not many people will like all the items also. So the major roadblock कहाँ होता है कि ingredients तो पता है हमको, लेकिन इसका we don't know how to make them delicious. I tell them to eat sprouts, but how many of us actually like sprouts eating ourselves? Unless they are made into a
some masala and all you have to mix, and
थोड़ा
then
तो onion, वो
have
चटपटा chat, something has to be there. So what do they like? Nutritionist के साथ discuss करके they have to make a personalized meal plan, and they have to have a plan for 1 month. And 2 weeks at least they are not repeated. Only then I've seen the patients are going to sustain it. But also like now there are so many amazing applications like chat GPTs, all these AI assisted apps have come. तो भैया आप diet chart आप डाल दो उसमें, and you give the prompt like these are the kind of recipes I like. Then you get an entire meal planner, personalized meal plan right there with your BMIs, and even if you put in your fat percentage that you have, it will beautifully give you a meal plan. So I would tell my patients, okay, if you don't want to spend money or time on the other people on the board, at least go and use these applications to get something that can be sustainable for you. So some people use, some people don't use it, and I'm very happy that we're able to treat even psoriasis conditions, which are very severe psoriasis also I have treated with diet. Yes, it will take a lot of time. जो आप दवाई से आप treat करते हो, वो in 20 days you're able to get serious inflammatory psoriasis come down. But if I treat the same thing with diet, I'll need 2 to 3 months. So with diet, just taking care of the gut, you will not believe Bhagya कि हमने कितना amazing result दिया psoriasis को. तो acne क्या चीज़ है?
That's right.
है ना? So now, see, because you are tuning into your body, you understood, but you also had to take the assistance of blood test to make sure that what you're thinking is
correct,
also correct, right? So throw some light on how you got to know that there is this blood test that can be done, and what are the blood tests that you've taken, and do you really think it worked, it helped you in any way?
So I haven't taken anything specific for skin. Like मुझे acne क्यों हो रहा है मैंने कभी like उसका test नहीं किया है. So I didn't have money for like ये बहुत महंगी होती है ये test जो intolerance test होती है ना, food intolerance. So that time I didn't have like 15,000 for it. So I was like ठीक है मैं trial and error process करके देखती हूँ, and let's see if this works for me or not. And आई फिगर्ड आउट कि ये मेरे लिए काम नहीं करता, डेयरी ग्लूटेन मेरे लिए काम कर नहीं रहा है. And after
Sorry,
like,
1 second. You are saying काम नहीं कर रहा है, my body is not able to take it. Can you talk about symptoms? Like, what do you feel when you take diary? All you see is acne breakout, or do you feel anything else in the body कि this is not working for me?
okay, this is recent that I have felt. पहले ऐसे नहीं होता था कि मुझे पेट दर्द हो रहा है, एसिडिटी बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है. Recent मैंने बहुत सालों से डेयरी नहीं खाई है, but in between I was craving for curd and I wanted to have dahi puri anyhow, and I was like आज आ भी गया ना तो मैं खा लूँगी, it's fine, आज खाना है बस. And I took a whole plate and I ate. बहुत ज़्यादा दही था उसमें, but I ate and I was like ठीक है, कुछ नहीं होता, कर लेंगे बाद में, कुछ figure out कर लेंगे, देखेंगे. And the next day I got acne on this part. It was blind acne. And I knew कि ठीक है, I stepped into that. I knew that this is gonna happen. But ये नहीं पता था कि next दो दिन में ही मुझे ये सब आ जाएगा. And after that I was like ठीक है. और उसी रात को I felt that I had like severe acidity. And I had like loose motions and everything, and I was like ये ऐसे out of a blue कैसे हो गया. And then मुझे लगा कि maybe it is because of the heat that I had, and I told that on my story. Like I just came and I was like maybe इसके वजह से मुझे हुआ होगा. So I feel like अगर मैं इस चीज़ से जा रही हूँ तो let my audience also know
Absolutely,
about it.
it's very important. No? Did you also put up a story that you're eating dahi puri?
Yes.
So then it's very important for you also to tell the other side of
तो
the story, which is very
क्या
commendable.
बोलते हैं, आज खा लेना ना.
हाँ, obviously, ना उनका क्या जाने.
Yeah, आज खा लेना. And I am a pani puri fan. Like every alternate
I'll
days
take
I
you
eat.
after this. I'll take you to a nice pani puri place if you can eat.
Yeah, every alternate days I eat it. Like मुझे फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ता. मैं सब छोड़ दूंगी, पानी पूरी नहीं छोड़ सकती. So I tell that to my audience as well, and they are like आज खाई क्या? And I'm like अभी याद दिलाया तो मैं जाऊंगी. So it's like that कि मुझे पता चल गया था. It's because of maybe something else also. My sleeping pattern is not very good. मैं रात को editing करने बैठ जाती हूँ, तो maybe because of all that also I might be getting acidity.
Could be.
और मेरा खाना अच्छा नहीं हुआ होगा, तो maybe because of that. But I concluded it as I had it. क्योंकि पहले कभी नहीं हुआ. पहले भी तो मेरा sleeping pattern खराब
वही
था.
तो ना, it can't be so much of a coincidence
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
The only change is
And
this.
it was very severe, like I couldn't breathe also. So I was like ठीक है, थोड़ा कम खाऊंगी इसके बाद. Try
छोड़ूंगी
करूंगी.
नहीं.
Yeah.
So you experience acidity, severe abdominal
bloating
cramps,
also, like
bloating.
severe
These are the common
Yeah.
signs and symptoms of
Intolerance.
intolerance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So go ahead. We were talking about the blood test that you were getting done.
Yeah. So that is the only blood test I did. And I found out that जो भी मैंने suspect किया था पहले कि that this, because buffalo ghee I have it even now, but I have no acne symptoms like that. मैं रोज़ खाती हूँ. So उससे मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है, and it was in a safer side in that
For you in the test also.
Yeah. Only cow was on the first place. So so I was like ठीक है ना, यानी उससे मुझे acne नहीं हो रहा है तो मैं घी तो खा ही सकती हूँ.
And it's a good addition to
So
your
it's
diet
very
also.
easy process for me to understand what was going wrong. So I am like okay with everything कि ठीक है, अब ये चीज़ें मुझे नहीं खानी है. बस मैं बस डेयरी नहीं खाती, मैं सब खाती हूँ फिर. It's fine.
So you took general blood test is what you've taken.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
So what specific test you recommend for acne prone people?
तो एक्ने के लिए स्पेसिफिकली देयर इज़ नो टेस्ट. राइटली यू ऑल्सो मैंशन कि ऐसा स्पेसिफिक टेस्ट तो नहीं है, बट इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट रूलिंग आउट द कॉज, अंडरस्टैंडिंग द कॉज. सो if there are some allergies that the person is prone to, then we do some allergy tests. You have patch tests, you have skin prick test, food elimination test, to see if any allergens are causing inflammation in the skin. If
also,
your acne,
we can check hormones.
That's what I'm getting. So, agar if your acne is hormonal, like somebody is having any metabolic or hormonal situation going on, like a PCOS,
Okay.
then we do the entire hormonal profiling, your testosterone, your FSH, LH, SHBG, all the hormonal panel testing will be going on. And if someone we suspect that there is a microbiome dysbiosis, then also now you also have to test your gut microbiome by doing stool sampling, RNA sequencing. So these are all the tests we do case by case. But majority times when we get an acne patient and we take a detailed history, we understand what this acne is all about, and we treat them. Only when we are not able to treat and not understand the cause is when we get into testings, especially to rule out allergies. So one more thing when it comes to diet and maintaining a healthy diet is also challenging when you travel. So you're someone who travels a lot and who loves traveling. So how do you make sure that your diet is on point and is sustainable when you're traveling? Do you have any tips for people who travel and find it very difficult to maintain their diet?
So I'm a person who loses weight within a 1 day. If I don't eat. So still I don't take a lot of tension. I'm like, ठीक है, easy going hai. I'll just make sure that my protein intake is done properly. Like इतना ज़्यादा complicated नहीं करती हूँ मैं. अगर मैं breakfast ले लेती हूँ जो होटल में रहता है. So I go to that breakfast and I make sure I eat 4 eggs and I take my carbs a little bit. I take fruits. मैं पूरा कोटा complete कर देती हूँ वहाँ पे.
You make sure your plate is well balanced.
Yeah, well balanced. There is fiber and everything. And I'm full for the whole day. I'll go roam everywhere. It's practical for me actually. And then when I'll come back, I'll find an Indian restaurant or even Asian or Thai, and I'll make sure I eat some rice, like the rice noodles or dumplings or even biryani for that matter, and I'll be okay. I'm sorted for the travel.
So you don't take any particular measures?
No.
इतना लोड नहीं लेने का?
इतना लोड नहीं लेती हूँ मैं. बस सुबह बस अंडे खा लेती हूँ, रात को थोड़ा चिकन, बस खत्म.
Okay, so I will add on to this कि booky pet, like me, people having booky pet who wants to have short meals but frequent meals, like you said, you have once in the morning and you're good to go till late evening. But somebody who has hunger pranks, I think it's good to carry healthy nuts and seeds with them, which are like जो चीज़ें इतनी जल्दी ख़राब नहीं हो जाती है, जो आप जिप लॉक में भी या छोटे छोटे कंटेनर्स में भी आप लेके आपके हैंड बैग में लेके घूम सकते हो. तो ऑलवेज कैरी वाटर बॉटल विथ यू, ऑलवेज कैरी सम स्नैक्स जो आप इजीली कैरी कर सकते हो और फ्यू डेज के लिए वो ख़राब नहीं होता है, कि नॉन पेरिशेबल. एंड फर्स्ट थिंग दैट आई जनरली टेंड टू डू, स्पेशली व्हेन आई गो विथ किड्स, इज टू एम्प्टी द मिनी बार इन द होटल. You tend to reach out to that tempting mini bar and you reach out to some like snack that is put there. Gone. Especially if you're staying out for many days at a stretch, I think then that little bit of, especially for people having active concerns, autoimmune conditions or inflammatory conditions, it's very detrimental. So for them, it's all the more important to take these kind of measures and to be very strict with their diet. And also if you are a vegan and certain limited food choices you have, it becomes very difficult for you when you travel. So it's always good to be prepared, pre-plan your meals. There were times where, when I was not well or my gut was not feeling good, there were times where we used to carry some homemade powders. Like they're not pickles, but they're like just the powders that you can mix it with rice and eat. So always be prepared. Puliogre is also a little difficult because you need to it requires some preparation, but these are like this curry leaf powders. And you have we are South Indians. हमको मतलब इतना we are spoiled with choices when it comes to pickles and powders. Don't even ask. Also, other thing that we want to touch upon is just stress and sleep, because stress and your sleep pattern also has a very big role in your acne. Agree?
Yes.
So do you experience when you have stress or when you don't sleep well that your acne exacerbates?
Yes, I definitely see that. I make sure that I think everything works out for me when I exercise. My stress goes down. But
your stress hormones are coming down. Your good hormones are coming up.
Yes. And sleep is something that I don't have control on. Like, because I am a night owl. So I work in night. मेरा दिमाग तभी चलता है ऐसे नहीं. तो आई मेक श्योर कि स्ट्रेस ज़्यादा ना लूँ. हो जाता है मुझे स्ट्रेस.
Not every time it's in your control,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
But
So,
regulating is a little bit in your control.
yeah. But yeah, it's fine. Like everyone gets stress, and it's not in your hand to control it. जितना कर सकते हो उतना कर लो. But meditation doesn't work for me at all. Yeah, it doesn't work. Only exercise will help me with that.
Yeah, so stress and sleep are again two very underrated villains in
Yes.
people having any inflammatory condition. It could be
Yes.
acne or your psoriasis, eczema. It's definitely plays a major role. So there are times where I have made people change their jobs. Whoever were working like night shifts, I've
Okay.
made them to take up the daytime jobs because it was just not helping their
Yes.
autoimmune inflammatory conditions like psoriasis. So sleep and stress definitely plays a huge part in regularizing your hormones and
Yes.
thereby these conditions,
Yes.
right? So tell me 3 top ingredients for you when it comes to treating acne prone skin.
Okay. So first is salicylic acid. It's my
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, it's everyone's favorite. It's oily acne prone skin people's favorite
Absolutely,
actually.
agree.
Yeah. That works on your comedones. And the second one is benzoyl peroxide. It works on your pustular acne. And the third one I recently started liking is adapalene, which you have to take, by the way, through a prescription medicine.
Yes. So can we quickly run through a skincare routine that is ideal for oily acne prone skin? The kind of ingredients that they should be using during their AM and PM skincare.
Okay. So I am a person who believes in CMS routine, that is cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen. So now you should not make it complicated if you are a beginner. First thing, a cleanser. I feel you should use a cleanser which has salicylic acid, and one you should keep it handy with you, that is gentle cleanser. Any gentle cleanser works with ceramides or hyaluronic acid or anything. And second is a moisturizer. You can use that. And third, very important, is sunscreen. And at night you have to just for that you will have to go to a dermat because
Absolutely.
yeah. First is you'll maybe if you're working in kitchen or you're outside in dirt, pollution and everything, you will have to do double cleansing. If you're using a sunscreen which is water resistant, you'll have to use a double cleansing for that at night. You can use a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil or even a micellar water for that. And then next, your cleanser, that is, if it is not working for you the whole day, if you feel that morning मैंने salicylic acid use कर लिया है, रात को मुझे फिर से exfoliate नहीं करना है because I'm going to use a prescription medicine drug.
Correct.
So I'll have to go with a gentle cleanser. So double cleansing is done. After that, you'll have to use a sandwich method if your skin is sensitive, or otherwise you can just use a prescribed medicine that is given by your dermat, and after that you can apply your moisturizer and you're good to go, I think. So as a dermat, what do you recommend for certain acne types?
So it's pretty much, the ingredients are pretty much the same. So you start off with, so for me, I usually do morning gentle cleanser because जब आप morning पे उठते हो उतना dirt नहीं है. Sometimes, mostly now, if you're sleeping under an ambient temperature, your temperature control room, you're not sweating a lot, and hopefully you've cleansed your makeup and slept with clean face.
Okay.
So the night skincare is doing its job. The morning I generally give a gentle cleanser, unless the person has a severely oily acne prone skin, jo salicylic acid 2 times you use.
Okay.
But otherwise you start off with a gentle cleanser, just wake up your skin. And then you put your sunscreen, a serum that will control the excess oils or the sebum, which has a little bit of like zinc and niacinamide combination.
Okay.
And then you use your sunscreen.
Okay.
Right? Keep the morning routine very simple if your mornings are busy.
Okay.
And then at night, like salicylic acid. So morning also, weekly once or twice we recommend to exfoliate using a salicylic acid exfoliator.
Okay.
It could be like a pad exfoliator or it could be just a liquid-based exfoliator. But exfoliation is must for everybody, especially for oily acne-prone skin individuals, right? And then night we either do a salicylic acid cleanser or a gentle cleanser depending on sensitivity of the skin. And then, like you rightly said, we have prescription medications like retinoids that we put our patients on weekly once or twice, not more than that again. And then we also give certain ingredients like azelaic acid or glycolic acid if they also have pigmentation, which most usually people do have when they have acne. So we also give these things, and always use a light water-based moisturizer, water-based sunscreen. That's it. So when does skincare, why should one take clinical treatments with acne? A lot of times what happens is when people come to us, but doc, I can treat this with just the products. Why should I do a chemical peel? Why should I do this laser? Any thoughts on that? Have you gotten any treatments for your acne?
In the beginning, when I was going through acne, my dermat recommended me to do a glycolic acid and salicylic acid peel, जो मैंने बस एक ही बार किया था. And I felt that it adds on to your treatment. Okay, so I did that once. I felt that it is giving good results, but मैं बहुत आलसी हूँ, so I didn't go again. I don't I'm not very patient person. So मैं वहाँ पे बैठ के 1 घंटा वहाँ पे ये नहीं कर सकती, wait नहीं कर सकती. So but I feel that I am looking forward to do all this because अब तक मैंने कोई procedure face पे नहीं करवाई है, not even micro needling or anything.
I don't think there's a need also for you at this point because the procedures that you do should be need based and concern based, right? So I don't think there's any requirement at this point for you because you're also following a good skincare routine with exfoliation and all. So I don't think there is a need at this point.
Even my dermat says that कि अभी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है मुंह पे कुछ भी लगाने की. Now you're fine and sober. I'll let you know अगर कुछ ज़रूरत होगी in future. I'll let you know कि ठीक है ये करना चाहिए.
So that's what for acne. Even I don't recommend a lot of clinical treatments. ज़रूरत नहीं है इसकी because when you have lot of acne is when we tend to do chemical peels for that immediate effect.
Okay.
And once the active acne is coming down, your products and your diet, your lifestyle can do the job for you.
Yes.
But when you have acne scars, it's a different story. So scars can only and only be treated with clinical treatments and cannot be treated with products.
Yes.
So 80 to 90% of the job of treating acne can be done at home with the products safely as long as you follow the right protocol.
Yes.
What about slugging? Slugging is another internet hot topic.
Yes.
Thoda sa it has calmed down now because a lot of people have experienced the side effects of slugging as well. So it has cooled down a little bit. But what are your thoughts on slugging?
I never tried it because I have an acne prone skin.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
I feel it is done with petroleum jelly and it is pore clogging. So for oily acne prone skin, I don't think it is suitable at all. Maybe for very dry to dry skin, it's suitable. Am I correct?
See, with slugging, now it's done with petroleum jelly, right? But first step is to apply a thick moisturizer and then you apply the petroleum jelly. Now the idea here is that for people having dry skin, obviously the skin is dry, there's not enough water content and there's a lot of transepidermal water loss. So to prevent that loss, first you're applying a thick moisturizer. And what is a petroleum jelly? It is a sealant. Matlab, nothing can come in, nothing can go out. Like your moisture, it can't escape. So you are coating it with a petroleum jelly. So when you do it for a long period of time and you leave it on, like overnight slugging is the worst because you are suffocating. It's like imagine you're suffocating the other person with like a pillowcase, or you're trying a plastic around
your skin. Can't breathe.
Your skin can't breathe and the pores are getting congested and it will definitely at some point give rise to breakouts. So if you have very dry skin, you can just apply very thick clear layers of moisturizer and be done with it. वो बस होता है ना. But if you still want to do this slugging with petroleum jellies, you leave it on for an hour or two and then wash it off. But long periods, and lots of people can be allergic to this very petroleum jelly also. There are people who are allergic to this. So slugging, in my opinion, is a little like over the top. Even if you want to treat, I have very dry skin and I don't do slugging only for my page sake. Like I wanted to show my experience with slugging. I've done it and I've ended up, my skin, which very rarely has acne, ended up with breakouts. So slugging is not for everybody. Take it with a pinch of salt. Oily acne skin to chhodi do aap. So good choice there, not trying every internet trend that is being circulated.
Okay, doc. So I wanted to ask you one question about scalp acne. So the people who has acne, scalp acne, what measures they should do to avoid it?
So scalp acne, okay, now, so we also have to discuss about hair. So let's segue into the hair segment.
Okay.
And in this hair segment, we are going to be talking about what you'd already mentioned about scalp acne.
Yeah.
We're also going to be deep diving into the curly hair routine.
Okay.
So firstly, to answer your question about scalp acne or folliculitis there, it's not different from the facial acne. It's just that it's on the other body part.
Yeah.
The causative factors are pretty much the same. It's your hormones, it's the oil, it's additional thing here, like how you have your skin build up, you also have scalp build up, which is
Yes.
more. So when your scalp is not clean and the build up is more, is when one tends to get more of folliculitis.
Okay.
And when your scalp is greasy and you have dandruff, the flakes can come onto your forehead, clog the pores on your forehead, and give rise to forehead acne.
Okay.
So the scalp health is very, very important. To keep it clean is very, very important. So how do we treat it? Pretty much using the same, but you can't put everything like how you put on the
Yes.
face on the scalp. So when someone comes with very severe scalp folliculitis, we first we clear the pustular lesions.
Okay.
We clean it up and put them on topical antibiotic solutions and give them a routine that will prevent the scalp buildup and minimize the chances of folliculitis.
Okay.
Again, the diet, the lifestyle plays similar role. Whatever is causing your acne to pop up on your face is also going to do that to your scalp.
Okay.
Additionally, for the scalp, you have build up with in terms of like your hair care products that you put on, not washing your scalp at regular intervals, especially for people who work out, who get exposed to a lot of dust, pollutants. It's very important to keep your scalp clean.
Okay. Yeah.
So now let's start off our hair segment. We call it as the curly hair journey. So you are a curly hair girl yourself, which is why we want to be talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to see the shift that is happening where people are embracing their curls.
Yes.
When we were kids, curly hair was like, nobody wanted curly hair. Everybody
Yes.
were like wanting straight hair.
Yeah.
Very few people were embracing their curls because they didn't know how to maintain it.
Yes.
Fair enough. But now lots of people are embracing. Do you love your curls?
I love
You
it.
love your
I
curls.
love it.
See, that's the shift happening right there,
Yeah.
right? So from you, I want to know how, if somebody is a curly hair, is beginner at managing their curly hair, what are the tips that you give them? What is the routine that you can suggest?
Okay, so as I was a beginner, I just did not make it complicated as usual. I make sure that I use a gel, a leave-in cream, and a good conditioner to style my hair, and that's all about it. Because I even watched few YouTube channels where foreign creators who had curly hairs tried styling their curls in coiling method, or maybe brushing and all of that stuff. But मुझे वो उतना नहीं आया.
हाँ.
So I do coiling method.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience
Patience
चाहिए
नहीं
जो.
है.
I'm also not very patient when it
Yeah.
comes to these things, honestly.
Yeah.
So I was also actually going through, because for this podcast, I don't have curly hair, so I've never
Okay.
researched about curly hairs other than for my practice. Like I've given, like I studied about some products that work, but otherwise I've not deep driven or researched about this.
Yeah.
So only for this episode I was going through, and I was like really amazed to see there's so many podcasts only for curly hair, communities for curly hair girl communities. It's nice to see that movement.
Yes.
So for you, the mantra is to keep it simple. Can you take us through that routine? So, okay, can we go through this? There is this technique or method called as curly girl method, which is very popular, right? Do you
Yeah.
follow that method?
Like I don't follow it completely, but all you have to do is you have to use a curly hair shampoo. Maybe that is what you say. It's made for curly hairs. So people use that. You can use a regular shampoo. There's no problem. Make sure it hydrates your curls. That is the key to keeping a good curl. And you have to use a good hydrating conditioner, or even a hair mask if you don't like conditioner. That is a hair wash part. Coming to the styling part, you have to just
If I can just, sorry, I'm interrupting here, but because I want to go step by step. So there is a wash routine in the curly girls method. So it's my understanding they talk about no sulfate shampoos and no silicone product.
Yeah.
You know? So no sulfate shampoo because it can be harsh and it can make your hair more dry and frizzy. So they recommend the shampoo that you said for curly girl shampoos
Are
are
sulfate free.
sulfate-free shampoos, very gentle and mild.
Gentle.
And they also say no to silicone in their thing because it can add to the
That
scalp.
I'm not aware of.
You're not aware of?
Yeah.
Okay. They also say no silicones because it adds to the build-up. जो silicone क्या है वो it coats the hair ना, like a sheet. It just coats the hair, makes it more shiny.
Okay.
So no silicones in this method because that can add to the scalp build-up. It can weigh your hair down. And eventually cause more frizziness. So no sulfate, no silicone. That's the first thing. And then when you rightly mentioned that you wash your scalp with conditioner. So there is also something called as no poo method. I've learned this also very recently, saying no shampoo.
Okay.
So they only wash their scalp with a conditioner. So the whole idea here, what I understood, is to hydrate and moisturize your curls, right? So they wash their scalp with conditioners and no shampoo. So this is their wash routine.
So post-wash, what you have to do is either you can use a gel or a cream, leave-in conditioner to style your hairs. But if you are like me, who's very lazy, you can just use a gel or a cream to style your hair. You can just go with brushing method. That is more easy. I do coiling method. So my hair stays at place. So they doesn't seem to be frizzy after 2 to 3 days. They stay intact.
So here the other points I would like to add also is that there is to reduce the frizziness and dryness of the curls, it is advised to use microfiber material towels or like t-shirts and avoid
silk towels.
But something that's very, very soft and gentle on your hair, and avoid the regular towels or the like literally rubbing your hair with the towel should be avoided. And you should let the hair naturally dry. But again, if your hair is not getting dried so quickly, then you can use this microfibers and all, but do not use any heating tools. This method is against using heating tools and embrace your curls in itself by using the styling products.
But there are tools that has come specially for curling hairs. That is something I'm not aware of. That comes like a diffuser.
Yes.
So it's not heat that's coming out of it's just a normal air that's coming out of it. So वो जल्दी dry हो जाएंगे and it's not weighing down your hair as well.
Do you experience dry, frizzy hair? Do you suffer with this?
Every day.
So what are your tips for managing frizziness?
So I use a leave-in conditioner. Or if I feel that my hair are not at place and I have to retouch it, then I have to again put a little bit of water, make them damp, and then again use a little bit of leave-in gel, and I'll make them again. I'll style them again, and if I don't have time for that, I'll just use a serum. Yeah, any serum that works for me.
What's your take on hair oiling? Do you oil your scalp regularly?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. No. Your hair? So you don't use hair oils?
I oil my hair shafts, the length. I don't use even if sometimes I feel like मुझे oiling करना है, मुझे चंपी थोड़ा सा blood circulation चाहिए है. That time I use a oil that is rosemary and almond oil mix, and I keep it for just 30 minutes and then I wash it off. I don't want any dandruff or build up there. Occur there.
Bang on. Yeah. So again here, as you rightly put it, scalp doesn't require oiling because it produces its own oil. It's only the shaft that can get very, very dry, especially if you're getting exposed to a lot of dry air, pollutants, dust. So it can get very dry. So you only condition or you oil the length of the hair to nourish it. And if at all you have to oil, the chumpies that they do, that should be avoided. And do very gentle circular motions on the scalp just to improve the blood circulation and to make your scalp more healthy.
Yes.
So as a dermat also, when a lot of people come to me asking for hair oil, I say I have not oiled my hair in ages. You do it only when you want to feel that relaxed sensations, that's all. What's your take on hair products like hair wax, hair gels? So what are the precautions one should be taking if somebody is using a lot of styling products?
I think they shouldn't use it at first place. And if they're using it also, they should go to a dermat and ask them if there's any treatment to cure their hair. Like if it's damaged or anything, there might be treatments that they might be offering to you. I'm not very aware about the hair part, but I don't do it, so I'm not aware. So what do you think, how often one person should wash their scalp?
Yes, this is again a very common question that we
Yeah.
get asked. And again, it's very individualistic. It varies from one to the other depending on the scalp type, whether it's oily, dry, sensitive, and their lifestyle. Are they working out every day? Do they sweat a lot?
Okay.
And how sedentary or active they are, and what kind of how their day goes, like are they getting exposed to dust pollution a lot, or they're staying indoors where there's no exposure. So basis on all these things. So generally I talk about a 4 shampoo protocol.
Okay.
ठीक है ना? तो but for most of them it's just 2, for some it's 3, which I'll touch upon. कि everybody needs one shampoo at least, which is very gentle, mild cleanser that can cleanse your scalp without stripping it of its natural oils. So that is a very gentle cleanser that you do on a regular basis.
Okay.
And second, you need something, especially if you have a little bit of oily scalp, you will need something that will take care of the scalp buildup. And the little dandruff malassezia that is sitting there has to be cleared up. So then you use some shampoos that have ingredients, say like a selenium sulfite, ketoconazole, zinc, pyrithione.
Even salicylic acid shampoo comes,
That
right?
comes for 3. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because so this is just we're clearing up the little buildup that is there. So then you use your gentle shampoo on a regular basis, either every day or alternate day. And then you use this shampoo once a week.
Okay.
Then comes your 3rd shampoo protocol. If you're somebody who has a lot of scalp buildup, like you're working out, you have a very active lifestyle, you have exposure to pollution, dust, and you tend to have, and nowadays many people are suffering with hair fall. So they're
Yes.
also using hair products that is
Yes.
also causing buildup.
Okay.
So then salicylic acid based shampoos that will exfoliate your scalp will come into the picture.
Okay.
This you use once in 10 days or once in 15 days, because this shampoo, if you use frequently, this can lead to dryness and sensitivity of your scalp.
Okay.
So this we restrict to using once in 10 days or 15 days, depending on how much of buildup you're trying to clear. And then comes the 4th category, which is purely prescription based. Like suppose you're a patient with psoriasis or seborrheic dermatitis. Prescription shampoos like coal tar based shampoos come into picture. So these are the 4 categories that I put them on. So now if you are having dry skin, dry scalp, not working out a lot, then you use only gentle cleanser. You take head bath maybe 3 times a week or 2 times a week at least.
Okay.
But if you're somebody who is working out regularly, you have to take head bath at least once alternate day.
Yeah.
And if you are sweating a lot, working out, getting exposed to dust, pollutants every day, you have to take head bath every day.
Okay.
The biggest myth that I will have a lot of hair fall if I shampoo every day is a myth. It's the biggest myth.
Yeah.
So your hair fall is not determined that way. Okay, even if you, in fact, the frequency should be correct. If you don't take head bath at regular intervals, your scalp buildup is going to affect the health of your scalp and cause more hair fall.
Okay.
So it's not the frequent showers that are causing the hair fall. It is something internal that is causing your hair fall. So it's got nothing to do with the shampoo ritual.
Yeah.
So you have to wash your scalp.
Until and unless you pull it.
Absolutely. That the hair breakage and all is going to happen, obviously. But otherwise, you have to wash your scalp based on the need and based on your lifestyle, like we discussed. And these are the 4 shampoo protocols that we generally put our patients on.
So what do you think, what are the top 3 foods for hair care?
Health of the hair,
Yeah.
protein in the right proportion, less or more, both are detrimental.
Yeah.
Zinc, omega-3,
Okay.
vitamin D, vitamin B complex.
Yes.
I think these are the top foods that are important for the health of the hair.
Okay.
But again, it's all about balanced diet. No, though these are important, you always have to have a well balanced diet as a part of your routine.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get into some light-hearted, fun stuff, and you have to be really quick with this. Okay. So this or that segment.
Okay.
Which is worse for acne? Dirty pillowcase or a dirty phone screen?
I think dirty pillowcase.
Dirty pillowcase.
Because the whole night you have to sleep on that dirty pillowcase.
Absolutely.
Call
Phone, though,
is-
you can put it on speaker also.
Yeah.
So my pick is also the dirty pillowcase. What's the most overhyped product? An expensive face roller or a overpriced hydrating mist?
I think expensive face rollers.
Expensive face rollers.
Yeah.
True. I would give.
Yeah.
I too have dry skin, so I would pay for that overpriced hydrating mist versus this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too.
If you had to choose only one forever, vitamin C or retinol?
Retinol.
We are matching on every answer. But also like so vitamin C again is not a great ingredient for acne prone skin, not for very dry skin also. So I think there we hit with retinol. What's worse, forgetting sunscreen on a beach day or eating dairy before a big event?
I think I've gone through a tan, so forgetting sunscreen on a beach day.
Don't you mind eating dairy on a big event? When you
might cover it with makeup.
Like that.
It's fine.
Okay, one must go forever: niacinamide or hyaluronic acid?
Hyaluronic acid would work.
So niacinamide is, I feel like, one overhyped molecule. Yes, it works. It's jack of all. I always say that it's jack of all, master of none. इसको किसी में भी डाल दो, ये काम करेगा. उसका काम जो है वो करता जाएगा. But it's also very slow. Don't expect overnight results with niacinamide and don't expect a crazy before and after.
It just works like it regulates your sebum. That's all it does.
Sebum. It also works a little bit on dark spots, on the melanin.
But not too much.
What would you rather have? Poreless glass skin but frizzy hair, or perfect curls but acne prone skin?
Oh God. I will choose frizzy hair with poreless glass skin.
है ना? You can bun it up. You can do anything. Which trend needs to stop? Frequently changing and trying new skincare products based on social media recommendations. Overcomplicated 10-step skincare routine.
Frequently changing your skincare products.
है ना?
Yeah, that needs to
That
stop.
is more detrimental because 10-step skincare routine,
Chalega.
You do your mehnat, your time karo, but you change the products frequently can end up breaking up your skin. Okay, if you had to pick one forever, again, SPF but no moisturizer, moisturizer but no SPF.
SPF but no moisturizer, because SPF is gonna moisturize my skin. Anyway.
Now multifunctional products have come where your sunscreen also has hydrating ingredients. But for me, again, dry skin, moisturizer but no SPF. I will stand under a tree, wear all the UPF clothing, hats, sunglasses, whatever I will do.
That's not expected from a dermat though.
No, but I'm telling you, it is because I have such dry skin.
Okay.
I cannot live without my moisturizer. I frequently keep moisturizing and constantly look for hydrating ingredients in products. So for me, see, your sunscreen can only protect you so much.
Yeah.
You apply tons and tons of sunscreen on a beach,
but still you
will get tan. So it is important. It will protect your skin. I understand. That's why I'm saying I will stand under a tree. I'll not go to a beach. I'll do whatever to escape the damage. But moisturizer is a must-have for me. So what's riskier, DIY skincare hacks or following beauty trends blindly?
It depends on DIY skincare hacks में toothpaste, soda या lemon डाल रहे हो. If it's like besan, dahi, it's fine. Second option was?
Following beauty trends blindly.
That also
is, I think both are sort of, both are risky depending on how risk taker you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's a bigger scam? Luxury beauty tools or clean beauty marketing?
Clean beauty marketing is something that you say it's natural, but it's not. Is it like
clean is like vegan, no animals were harmed in the process. Wala beauty thing. Or luxury beauty tools. So which is a bigger scam?
Luxury beauty tools, maybe.
So you believe this clean beauty marketing is true?
I don't believe. Like, I want to believe, but I hope they're standing for what they're saying.
And we hope that, so at least when it comes to vegan, no animals, at least those claims people can't just randomly make it. So yes, we tend to believe that, but when people talk about organic, natural, that's a big scam that nobody should buy into. That. Okay, so now let's move on to yes or no segment. So there's a prop in front of you. Please pick it up and you just answer with a yes or no. And if there's anything you want to explain or elaborate, please do. Okay? So let's go. So have you ever had a skincare fail that made things worse?
Yes.
Slugging, what I just spoke about.
For me, it's toothpaste, baking soda.
Have you tried all that? Really?
Yes, in my hostel.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay, now I want to understand this as a doctor, and I want to understand the perspective of a patient, right? So what will make you try these things? Like, what makes you believe that these hacks will work?
That time, I knew nothing about skincare, and people around me used to try that. They had good skin. They had South Indian genes, maybe, and they were like, "ये try करके देख ले, ये हो जाएगा, scrub हो जाएगा, skin will look like fresh and clear." And that time I had acne, like onset of acne, and I used to try all this to get rid of acne, and they said इससे चला जाता है, मैंने तो लगाया था, like how we use creams and all.
Right.
So I did that and knew that it was a worst decision.
What happened
ever.
after? Like, did you experience any side effects with that? What happened?
Okay, so once I'm prone to comedones. Okay, so my all cheeks were filled with comedones, and I didn't know. I thought, ठीक है ये क्या है? Like it's not even popping up. I'm trying to pop it up, but it's not coming out as well. So one person, my classmate said कि ये extraction tool है, मैं use करती हूँ इसे, तो you try it, maybe it will come out. And then I went to washroom and took that extraction tool and tried to scrape it out. And the whole week I was crying because बहुत ज़्यादा red हो गया था, and it was not at all healing at all. So that was a major worst decision I ever took. After that, I never
learned the lesson.
Learned the lesson.
Okay, so moving on. Have you ever regretted using a product you recommended?
Yes, once. Yeah.
You don't have to name the product, but maybe the
beginning of my content creation, I didn't know that, this product it was good, but I didn't like the brand, the way they communicated with me after that. And they were saying me to claim it. कि ये ऐसे काम करता है, ये ऐसे काम करता है. And when I said that I won't do it, they tried to, tell my audience कि इससे melasma भी जाएगा, इससे ये भी जाएगा. So,
but how did they communicate with your audience? In the comments?
In the comments. And when I said that you shouldn't do that, then I started telling my audience that कि ये इस पे काम नहीं कर सकता. And that time I regretted that ये product मैंने नहीं करना चाहिए. Yeah.
But
that was my first beginning of content creation with collaborations and all of that stuff.
These are all the lessons we learn and have good takeaways from them, right? Okay, so for me, so it's not that I regret after recommending, but before the amount of trials we have to do on our skin to be able to recommend a product, sometimes that can actually take a toll on your skin. So, but that's a part of the job. So doing it as safely as possible is what I want to do. Okay, so do you believe drugstore products can work just as well as high-end skincare?
They both are different, I feel, because high-end products are very gently formulated, and drugstores are something which is high in concentration. So for some people, drugstore products might work. For me, some works and some doesn't. And for me, some high-end doesn't work, but some high-end, like, they are like boon for my skin. So they are totally different aspects of it.
Yeah, I think it's all about formulation and the company and the R&D that the company puts into the products. So we can't just, so there are some products that are just 200, 300 but work very well. The products for 15, 20,000 that also work very well. And vice versa. Some 20 doesn't work. So I think
depends on your skin as well, how it takes.
Correct. Depending on the skin. So I think that's why one should not be too experimental in the beginning of the skincare journey. First, go by what's set and standardized. You can take the help of skincare experts. And then once you understand your skin and how the products function, the ingredients work, I think then is when you can experiment with safe products. Cool. So do you think makeup over acne is safe?
It shouldn't be frequent. No.
So you're saying makeup is not safe?
No. If you use it rarely, it's fine, but let the skin breathe as well. Because if you're putting makeup every day, your skin will start. Even if the product is non-comedogenic and safer for your skin, it still will clog your pores, and you'll still, because your skin is not able to breathe it, and you're not giving your skin chance to heal, maybe. So as a dermat, what do you think, what's the correlation between acne and makeup?
So as you mentioned, it's about clogging the pores and not letting your skin breathe, but it's also about the quality of makeup. So if you are somebody who has to wear makeup, maybe because you really love it or because you are supposed to wear it owing to your profession, like for example, air hostess, they are supposed to be wearing
Yes,
makeup as a
yes.
part of their job. So then I think you will have to really work very hardly or like very strongly on the health of your skin to reduce the active concerns that you have, like your acne. Be having a very strong foundation of skin health. And then you use lightweight products as non-comedogenic and lightweight as possible. Use those lightweight foundations instead of those thick foundation.
Yes.
And don't do multiple layers of makeup.
Yeah.
Try to wear just one foundation, add a
one
little bit
layer.
of blush.
Yeah.
Just put very light makeup on a regular day-to-day basis. You can go heavy on like during functions or some
Yes.
parties that you have. That is one aspect, like using the right kind of products, lightweight, non-comedogenic, not layering too much,
Yes.
and making your makeup routine as clean and hygienic as possible. More often than not, it's not the makeup that is causing your breakouts.
Yes.
It's the tools
Yes.
that you're not cleaning,
Brushes, yeah.
brushes that you're not cleaning, that is harboring a lot of bacteria, that is causing your acne. It is the expired makeup products that a lot of people don't tend to like look at the expiry days, that those are long expired, and that can tend to irritate your skin. And also exchanging makeup tools,
Okay.
that can also cause triggering of your acne. And the last step is not taking your makeup off when you're done with it.
Yes.
So no matter what, no matter how tired you are, you have to take your makeup off. So that brings me to the next question with yes or no. Have you ever slept with your makeup after becoming a skincare expert?
Never.
Never. That's good. Never. No matter how tired you are, if somebody has to drag me to the bed, they better drag me to the bathroom first,
Yes.
clean up my skin,
Yeah.
and then put me on that bed, but not sleeping with the makeup on.
Yeah.
That's nice. So have you ever invested in a beauty tool that turned out to be a waste of money?
I don't waste my money on such things. Seriously.
Very smart.
Yeah.
See, also like no, because we are in this profession where we are given things,
Yes.
right? We get a lot of PR packages and these tools come to
and
us.
I have that, and I still don't use it.
Yeah, we don't use all of that
Yeah.
also, but then we tend to get this stuff owing to the profession. So some professional perks we have, so we don't waste a lot of money on these tools. So one final question.
So, Doc, actually, that's not a prop. It has some mystery questions in it. That's our mystery jar. So both of you have to pick out 2 chips.
Why both of us? Excuse me. She's the guest. I think she should be playing the game. What is this?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
I hope it's not controversial. Wait, let me just pick it up as well.
Oh, I have got the controversial question. Okay, so I've got, what's the craziest DM you have ever gotten about skincare? Okay, skincare.
You have to give a like proper spicy answer to this. So you can't just.
I haven't got any craziest DM about skincare because
in
मेरे
general.
से कोई ऐसे छेड़ता नहीं है मुझे. But it's recent that it's not related to skincare. But one guy was giving me random messages on my stories and everything that leave your partner, I'll be your
What?
and whatever that stuff. And I was like, it's okay, it's not harmful, so we can avoid it. But one fine day on my story I got the same person's message that leave him, and I want to be with you forever. That was the craziest thing I have. He was directly blocked.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do. But when things like this happen, does it scare you? Like, do you think you'll be stalked? Do you think nothing? It doesn't scare you. But just the audacity of these guys to creep into your DM and think they have.
I don't get DMs like this. But
it's very rare, yeah.
When
That's what I'm
they
saying.
don't get a reply, they try to
tend to
say
do it
this.
again.
So
They want your
we get
attention.
angry and we try to.
They want your attention.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. With the space we are in also is like that. It doesn't attract a lot of negative attention.
Yes.
So, yeah. Can I?
Yeah, open it.
Look at that smile. What's the weirdest dermat or beauty myth you've heard? There's so many weird things going on on social media. How do you pick up the weird? I think, menstrual blood. Applying
Oh my
menstrual
God.
blood
Yes.
to cure your acne or just to beautify your skin. I
Yeah.
think that's the worst. How could anybody even come up with something
Yeah.
like that? Because it's very, very like it's not healthy. It's not
Yeah,
hygienic.
even
It can.
something else is trending
I'm not
right
saying
now.
it's not good because it's menstrual blood. There's nothing wrong about
Yeah, yeah.
menstrual blood, but applying that on the face is going to cause more infections and sensitivities
Yeah.
because it's not purest
Yeah.
form of application, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's weird for.
Yeah.
But
There's
yeah.
another thing that's trending is you have to apply a
Huh?
lubricant,
Huh.
okay, to wake up to a smooth baby skin. I don't know how.
How
I don't
are
know
these
why
people
they
like,
are doing this. I
think
have seen like 2 to
anything
3
that is
reels.
disruptive to get
Yes,
attention
yes.
and
And a lot of people in the comment section also said that this worked for me, and I was confused. I was like,
but that was the same situation with the menstrual blood thing
Yeah,
also, no?
yeah.
So it's crazy. It's crazy.
so hot take. What's an unpopular beauty opinion you stand by? Maybe for dry skin, this is. You don't have to wash your face with a cleanser in the morning. It's okay to just wash your face with a water.
Absolutely. That's what
Yes?
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't wash my face with a cleanser in the morning
Yeah.
unless I feel the need to. Like if I just feel my skin is congested,
Okay.
I don't wash my
Yeah.
face with cleanser. Just splash cold water,
Water.
and apply that layer of moisturizer first thing and then
Yes.
get to do whatever rest
Yeah,
of it.
rest of the skincare.
No, because once we wake up, I'm not stepping out immediately, right? So I wash my
Yes.
face, apply a good moisturizer, then do whatever I have to do, my morning routine with my kids and all of that. And then when I'm heading out, is then I apply, because by then the moisturizer is gone.
Yes,
Like it's
gone.
like pouring some water on a hot desert, no?
Yeah.
The moisturizer is sucked in.
Yeah.
And then I apply my serum, sunscreen, and step out.
Yeah.
Confession time. What's the worst skincare advice you've heard or believed? So this is something that I tell through my patients. I've always heard that when teenagers have acne, the parents or people around tell, कुछ मत करो, वो चला जाएगा अपने आप. Acne is a thing that will come and go. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's the worst advice you can give to
Yes.
people suffering with acne, especially who have scarring prone skin. So acne will come and go. That's very true.
Yeah, but,
But-
it will leave scars.
But what it leaves, like the post acne aftermath, we say, like the pigmentation or the scarring, these are something that will stay for long and scars to forever. Even with the best of the best equipments we have from all around the world, we cannot treat acne scars 100%. We can only reduce it anywhere between 40 to 60, 70% at the best. So please don't delay treating your acne.
Yeah.
Always, it doesn't, I'm not saying you have to go overboard and do everything possible, but just meet a dermat and understand how you can handle this so that it at least won't scar.
Yeah.
That's my.
Okay, so what's a weird beauty practice you have actually tried? Ice facials. I know dermats are not like really.
Of all the trend that is going on, I'm okay with ice
Oh,
facials.
you're
But
okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with ice
Okay.
facials. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
It'll cause that tightening effect
Yes.
to some extent for
Yeah.
that little while.
Yeah.
And it gives you a very refreshing feeling.
Yes, yes.
तो आई एम ओके विद आइस फेशियल्स. अब क्या है ना कि द कंपैरिजन, अब इतना यू मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन एंड नॉनसेंस स्टफ यू सीइंग,
Yeah.
दीस थिंग्स सीम ओके नाउ.
Okay, right?
But what's your experience with ice facial?
Like, I feel that it makes my face look very fresh.
Yeah.
And it's temporary, I
Yes.
know that. But it's like kind of satisfaction to me. That's the only
Yeah.
trend I followed.
Yeah. You do it frequently? How frequently do you do it?
Again, I'm very lazy.
person. I don't.
But जब भी याद आता है और otherwise I wake up with the swollen face or
Face.
something, I
Tend to.
rush to
Yeah.
take a ice and just massage.
As long as you're not doing it too frequently,
Yes.
and you're not doing it for too long with each
Yeah.
time when you're doing it, I don't think ice facials are of any, it's not a harmful practice.
Okay.
It just gives you that refreshed feeling and it's fine.
Then I'm on a safer side. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's not a weird practice at
Yeah.
all. Have you ever tried using LED masks?
No, never. Yeah.
Cool.
Does that work, Reddy?
It's not harmful, and to some extent, yes, when you do it consistently and regularly, at cellular level, it creates a little bit of rejuvenation. So over a period of time, it it's effective, but not to the level to what people are saying. It'll treat your fine lines, wrinkles,
Yes,
ऐसा नहीं,
yes.
but it will help with skin rejuvenation to some
Even
extent.
for the hair, right?
Even for
They
the
use
hair,
it.
it helps with overall like cellular level regeneration. So it will, LED masks are safe.
Okay.
But again, like you have to know what company wants to use and how to use. That is
Okay.
always there, but it's all about consistency. ऐसे नहीं कि आपने एक हफ्ता या 10 days use किया and you can't expect that result. It is all about consistency and long term game.
Okay.
So one final question, right, to the audience who are watching this and who is someone going through skin or hair related issues and who are still figuring out and overwhelmed. What is that one piece of advice you would want to give to them?
There's not one piece of advice I would tell them, but if you are a beginner and if you are going through acne, I would say first, make sure that you have a very good lifestyle, and if it's not there, please try to correct it. And second is take care of your stress, take care of your gut issues, and third, of course, use a non-complicated skincare routine. And even after that, if you're feeling that you're not able to manage things and you're not able to understand what's happening to you, then you have a dermat. Like you can go to them and figure things out and you'll all be sorted.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And before we leave, where can people find you? I'm sure many people and everybody watching this already know you, but for that little fraction of people who do not know you yet, where can they find you and where can they learn and know more about you?
So you can find me as Bhagyashree on YouTube and Instagram for all the skin content.
Why did you change your handle name from Dr. Bagyashree to Bhagyashree? Is there a backstory to that?
Actually, I was thinking to make it as friendly as I can. And like, I have a backstory of that. So people think if I put Dr. Bhagyashree, people used to not come to me, like approach me. They are scared. कि ठीक है ये डॉक्टर है, इसके साथ ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली बात नहीं कर सकते. एंड आई वॉन्ट टू बी फ्रेंड टू देम. लाइक वो मेरे पास ईजीली आ सके, मेरे से बात कर सके कि सी दिस इज़ वॉट आई एम गोइंग थ्रू, कैन यू गिव मी एनी सोल्यूशंस. एंड अभी आफ्टर लाइक Bhagyashree, people started calling me Bhagyashree. Like
really?
When they meet me in real, they call me Bhagyashree and not Dr. Bhagyashree. And I feel really nice.
So you think changing the name of the handle has actually impacted the way audience
Yes.
look and think of you?
They think that I'm a next door girl. And they can approach me with a friendly manner. I want them to see me as a buddy. So
I think I should change my handle name to something like, say, like your next door dermat.
Not
How
a
is that?
not a doormat, but a doormat.
your next door dermat. कैसा है ये? हाँ, मस्त है ना? We will also be more approachable. So thank you so much. This was such a fun and insightful chat, like I anticipated it to be. Any final thoughts? How did you feel about the whole episode?
So before starting this podcast, I was nervous, but then everyone was really sweet, and slowly I started to feel better, and I was feeling comfort. So it went really nice. I didn't expect this. I thought I'll mess up.
No way, I told you would not. But now that you've gotten comfortable, will we get to see a glimpse of the crazy side of yours, the side B? No? We have to wait for another time for that.
No, a little bit of insights people will see, but not the whole crazy
Not the whole side.
That is just for my friends and family.
All right. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Dr. Bagyashree.
Yeah. Nice talking to you.
Okay, guys, that was this episode, and I hope you found it valuable. So please give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel, as it can keep us motivated and bringing in more useful content to you guys. So I would also love to hear from you in the comments, your feedback or any suggestions that you have. And you can also tag and mention the guests that you would want me to bring on to this podcast. Until I see you in the next episode, yours holistically, Dr. Priyanka Reddy.